I said some horrible things about Gillie's son because he said some horrible things about me. Not only that, the nigga threatened to put his hands on me. Remember, I sent you the DM when the nigga threatened to slap me because I spoke in an interview about the Pop Hunter kid. It was him and his son who exposed the Pop Hunter kid for snitching, right? This is after he done had King Von and Lil Durk on $1 million worth of game. They singing Lil Durk lyrics. They not shaming Lil Durk and this for smoking on Tuka and King Von for smoking on Tuka. They was actually celebrating King Von and Lil Durk. Sung some of the lyrics along with him. They didn't chasten them niggas. So here come the kid Pop Hunter who released the song Corvette, Corvette. He had Lil Uzi Vert on there. It was Gillie and his son who came out and said, hey, this guy is a snitch. He snitched when he was 14 years old on a murder with his mama. I'm saying, goddamn, you gonna put the street codes and the no snitching down on a nigga when he a kid with his mama? This was Gillie and them doing this. So when I spoke out about it on your Say Cheese TV interview, that jumped in my DM and said, do you got a problem, Goofy? When I see you, I'm gonna slap you. So I'm like, this nigga threatened to put his hands on me? Nigga got me up, nigga. So that's where the beef started. I never knew who he was. I never knew nothing about Gillie the Kid or Gillie the King, whatever he called himself. I never knew he existed until then. He done that interview. So I'm saying, how can you just celebrate and upholding the gangster culture? I came out attacking and trying to shame the gangster culture and got a lot of pushback from guys like Gillie the Kid, Steven Jackson. I got a lot of pushback because
they want to keep on going. That's how they make their money, huh?
They went with the King Von smoking on Tuka, and I'm saying, man, I done talked to Tuka mama. I done met Tuka mama. So that's where the clash come from. So when his son died, from what I understand, his son was a street playing street. From what I understand, his son was a street playing street. So, you know, that's what come with the streets. So I said some horrible things about that son. He said some horrible things about me. So I made a public apology. Let me just make a comparison. This is why I admire the Christian. Look at Woody. Woody went Christian, Jesus, Bible, church, all these other talking assalamu alaikum, mosque, no pork, none of that. I said some horrible things about Woody mama and Woody daughter. Woody was very forgiving. Woody was very forgiving, homie. So that's what warmed my heart about the homie. That's how I know he's sincere about really giving his life to the Lord. Me and the nigga had a long talk. Woody is very sincere about dedicating and really submitting his life to the Christian belief system, homie. So he was very forgiving. And I probably said even more horrible things about his daughter and his mother than I said about Gillie's dead son. So
yeah, but Gillie's probably, I haven't had a brother or a sister that passed. I don't think you have. So no. Gillie's probably going through something that we don't even know how that feels.
From what I heard, nigga, he wasn't really connected deeply with his son.
Oh, yeah, okay,
he got another son he don't have nothing to do with.
Nigga, my brain was separating them letters so much. I'm like,
but
nah, you good.
If I'm mourning and going through something, homie, yeah, I ain't bringing it to you.
Yeah, that's the point. I don't know, you feel me? I guess he just trying to say them boys be faking, basically. Act like they with it, but just so they don't gotta do nothing for real.
To the internet.
You know?
Yeah, if I'm mourning and going through something, I ain't bringing it to the internet. But I understand, homie. I ain't never lost
trying to be down, real shit.
Losing a child and burying my boy. But if my boy was playing gangster, then it is what it is.
Did you watch this interview?
No, I ain't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it though. Yeah, your motherfucker been sending it to me. And then I done been in Philly and been invited to do community work in Philly. So I did remember, homie, I would go do the partnership with the trash pickup in Philly. With me, you, Big Reed, and some more community leaders out there in Philly, homie. That was just for me riding through Philly, seeing how much trash was on the block. So now I done been invited to speak at the Mike Scott Youth Study Center in Philly. It's just that the director of the youth center, he was more focused on meeting me as a celebrity than me coming in and talking to the kids. So I challenged Gillie, what y'all done other than just talking? You got sponsorships, endorsement deals. I ain't got none of that. But I started from the bottom, working in the community. That's how I became viral. World Star Hip Hop had posted community activists snitches on Ford Trade gangster Crips. That's what the headline. That's how I went viral. Community activists taking on the Crips and the Bloods. That's how I became known. So I don't know what that nigga talking about.
And I think it's more valid too that, you know, after you blew up as who you are today, a lot of old clips of you at the courthouse and you know, community stuff came out on its own.
Yeah, homie. So I've literally worked on a lot of capital murder, and murder cases by way of a partnership with Shannon Ross Criminal Defense Mitigation Firm. So I partnered with one of North Texas most well-known capital murder defense attorneys, a guy by the name of Mitch Nolte. I've actually interviewed him on my podcast once before. So homie, I've literally partnered with a lot of white attorneys in mitigation specialists to help alleviate long sentences for young black males. So homie, all this is documented. It's just when I came to the internet, the persona took off so big and propelled me so much out into the world that what I was doing online became so viral. It began to, in the search engines, it began to supersede what I was actually doing in the community. Because when I was actually doing in the community, I wasn't cussing.
Look, trying to catch me a vibe, sick and tired of the lies, showing love to myself, putting work in the grind, only live one time. Hey, no, I'm leaving them dead, like they tucked in the bed. I'm colorblind, how I see red, all I was gonna be dead. Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I kill it. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't had no roof. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing back, that spoofer, I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.